They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so where better to put a special photo exhibit featuring CMSD students than at the library? The Changing Minds photo exhibit, sponsored by the George Gund Foundation, is currently on display in the Lewis Stokes wing of the Cleveland Public Library's main branch. We were there for the opening night reception and spoke to the photographer and a few of the students about what the photos mean to them. Check it out.
This is the opening night exhibit for the George Gund Foundation's photography exhibit entitled Changing Minds, which looks at the Cleveland Plan, our city's education reform plan. And these photographs depict students from 11 district and charter schools across the city. Our foundation does this every year. It's what we've become known for in our annual reports. We go out every year on a particular topic. We chose the Cleveland Plan this year because we're 4 years into the Cleveland Plan. It was developed and signed into law in 2012. Our consultant for this work is Nesnadny and Schwartz, and they identified several artists for us to look at. We looked at the photography collection of the woman we ultimately decided upon, Lisa Kessler. She had a lot of great portrait work, a lot of work in communities that are like Cleveland, and we asked her to do this, and she came to Cleveland. She spent 2 weeks here in schools and loved it.
I was able to go into the schools with just an open mind and an open heart and just see what was there. I think sometimes it helps when you're coming from the outside and not carrying those preconceptions. You can see things that sometimes we can't see in the things that we're closest to and in the people we're closest to. So I hope that the pictures do that for people, show them aspects of the schools that they weren't aware of.
Everybody who knows me knows I'm a data person, and I can tell you how much the graduation rate's up and how many early childhood kids we've enrolled. But this gets at the heart. This is what changed minds, is when you see these young faces, our student scholars and their parents and caregivers, and our educators at work, and doing this work all the way across our city. And it's changing minds not only about those of us in the school, but changing minds in our community about what they think Cleveland schools are compared to who we actually are.
Well, in this picture, I experienced like positive emotion and like excitement and joy. Like I'm having a really good time at school.
Well, in this photograph, we were testing, in physics, we were testing the bounce height of various balls. For instance, that would have probably been a rubber ball. I think it did change people's minds because it gives them a look into what do people do in these classes, and what does a student look like?
Cleveland schools can be creative, and they can show a lot of innovation, and they can show like students that can take really good opportunities for their futures, and basically like if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything.
I've been very pleased with the curriculum. It has challenged him. He has been frustrated, but he's overcoming that, and I think that's part of growing up and everything. But this exhibit is just beautiful. The photographer, she just captured a lot of different emotions. Each picture states a separate emotion and a separate thought. So it goes deeper than the education. It goes really into the mindset of these children, and it's helping them to structure themselves for adulthood.
Probably the thing that I remember the most that isn't here are some extraordinary interactions in classrooms or in support sessions where there is no photograph of it, but where a teacher did something extraordinary that will make a difference in the students' lives forever.
This is spectacular. We just need to thank the Gund Foundation for this spectacular exhibit of what's going on here in Cleveland.
It's one thing to read that graduation rates have increased and students are better prepared for college, but here you can see what students and teachers and principals are doing every day. They are magical, magical photographs.
The exhibit is open to the public through October 28th, and smaller exhibits will be on display at several library branches. You can also view the photos online at gunfoundation.org/change. For more stories like this, visit the CMSD News Bureau online at clevelandmetroschools.org/news. Reporting from the CMSD TV studio, I'm Shannon Kantner.